To our 2025 Bowman draft break. We are doing two super jumbos, 5 autos in each pack, and we are doing the typical structure of my breaks, which is we will be going through and breaking them, breaking the break in half, with each group, with each participant having a team in each half of the break. Sorry if that was a little unclear. One thing I kind of dislike about Bowman Draft is it's not as fun to break because it's very, very predictable where the autos are, when they come out, etc. So I'm going to do what I typically do, which is separate these jumbo packs and hopefully mix them up a little bit so that there's at least a little bit of variation in when we get our auto hits. Apologize for everything in the background. I've been sorting TCPA. It is a bear, and don't have any more space on my desk to put it somewhere else. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock. Let's get going. Also apologize that I still have not had a chance to make it to my LCS, so we are not going to be top loading these. We are going to be putting them in sort of the BCWA flat holders. So, the first couple packs, I will run through the names. So we've got a Matthew Muira, Ethan Conrad, Ty Harvey, Tyler Brimmer, Landon Vidorek, Dakota Jordan, Ryan Weidman, Esmerlin Valdez, Landon Hodge, Rainiel Rodriguez, Joshua Flores, Johnny Formello, Matt Barr, Cade Anderson, Sean Youngerman, Cade Obermueller, Braden Montgomery, Ethan Hedges, Thomas White, Jack Gurevich, George Lombard Jr., Dean Livingston, Teron Lorenzo, Dean Moss, Josu Briseno, again, apologies if I mispronounce any of these names, Malachi Witherspoon, Miguel Simi Jr., Sebastian Walcott, Mason Peters, Johandre Morales, JT Quinn, Slade Caldwell, Brady Ebel, Adonis Guzman, Jamie Arnold, and Kristen Fouch. I'm not going to be taking the time to sleeve all of the firsts as we go through them, but or all of the chrome, but rest assured that I will be sleeving everything that is not just a non-first Bowman card. All right, here's our first big hit of the day. We have a prized prospects insert of the number 1 pick in the draft, Eli Willits. This is numbered out of 250. It is a refractor. This one is going to DMX. So let's go ahead and slide that in here. Set him up there. There we go. Under that, we've got a Xavier Nyans Axis insert. Connor Griffin, Riley Kelly, JJ Weatherholt, Cade Crossland, Luke Dickerson, Nolan Sailors, Brody Brecht, Josh Owens, Kalen Culpepper, Nick Brecker, Hagen Smith, Tanner Franklin, Blake Mitchell, Griffin Hughes, Bryce Cunningham, Landon Hodge, Rainiel Rodriguez, Gustavo Melendez, Malcolm Moore, Kyle Lodice, and Mike Sirota round out that first pack. Bunch of those at the end. It looks like all the refractors were grouped at the end. So these are your 4 refractors from that pack. Okay. Joshua Kuroda Grauer, A.J. Russell, James Tibbs III, Easton Carmichael, Walker Jenkins, Ethan Frey, Arun Escobar, James Elwanger, Josua Lugo, Gavin Feen, Eli Willits, Caleb Lees, Gage Wood, Landon Harmon, Jesus Made, Justin Lamkin, Yandiel Ricardo, Nate Sneed, Dean Curley, Kevin McGonigal, Michael Lombardi, Travis Bazana, Aaron Watson, Josh Hammond, Grant Richardson, Ethan Petrie, Nate George, Riley Quick, Kason Cunningham, Josiah Hartshorn, Steele Hall, CJ Gray, Elian Pena, Cameron Millar, Connor Griffin, Riley Kelly, and JJ Weatherholt. We've got our first in-action insert. This is of Zahir Hope for the Dodgers. Notice they made a change last year. Last year they had like a little hook thing on it, and we had so many issues with damage on those. So it seems like they learned their lesson and took that out of the design. Behind that, we've got a Liam Doyle prized prospects card, and then a Gabe Davis blue. This is for the White Sox, which are going to iFont 24. This one is numbered out of 150. What a light is coming. Reflection on the top is kind of murder, but on those. Oh well. Antonio Jimenez, Josué Gonzalez, Miguel Simi Jr., Sebastian Walcott, Mason Peters, Yohandry Morales, JT Quinn, Walker Janik, Max Bailey, Ching Sien Ko, Dominic Reed, Rock Reggio, Cody Boyker, Leo DeVries, and Jake Monroe, Theo Gillen. And then our first auto is for Mason Neville of the Cincinnati Reds. This one's numbered out of 199. The Reds are going to Long Hair Kirk. So congrats on that hit, Kirk. Mason was the 114th overall draft pick. The Reds' 4th round pick in 2025. Oh, it's rough even there. How can I adjust my light so that it's not just murder balling on all of this? Okay. Oh, part of it's my ceiling light. Just give me a second. I'm gonna turn that off. I don't know if there's going to be a way for me to fix this. Probably just going to have to ask me, hey, what are those ones that are up on the thing? Okay. All right, Chrome Refractors. We've got JB Middleton, Shotaro Mori, Riley Quick, and Slade Caldwell. Okay. I'm going to start going to just the last names now. Nayans, Fisher, Parker, Phillips, Cook, Pena, Miller, Smith, Franklin, Mitchell, Hughes, Cunningham, Piacentin, Irish, Maldonado, Kilby, Waldschmidt, Hernandez, Cone, Yost, Kepley, Roggio, Boyker, DeVries, Monroe, Gillen, Benj, Curley, Jones, Jimenez, Gonzalez, Culpepper, Fleming, Rojas, Root, and Dix. Okay, we've got a Bowman draft picks insert of Eli Willits, first overall. Then a prized prospects of J.J. Wetterholt for the St. Louis Cardinals. Then into our Chrome, we've got a Christian Fouch first, Liam Doyle first, Peter Cusau, Max Williams, Anthony Evanson. I'm just going to go ahead and read the firsts for the Chromes. Kevin Millar, Sean Gamble, Luke LaCourse, Eli Willits with the Chrome. Caleb Lays, Gage Wood, Grant Richardson, Charles Duvallin, Tommy White, and then our next auto is a Josiah Hartshorn auto for the Chicago Cubs. This is a base Bowman first. Josiah was the 6th round draft pick for the Cubs. And this one is going to the thickness. And then the refractors, Brady Ebel, Adonis Guzman, Jamie Arnold, and Kristen Fouch. Jamie Arnold, I know was higher draft pick, 11th. Right. Voigt, Troy, Forbes, Turley, Celestin, Killen, Episcope, Southison, Dickerson, Davis, Davelin, Tommy White, Becker, Sloan, Yeaman, LaGrange, Carlson, Arias, Bodine, Nelson, Witherspoon, Essenberg, DeZirwa, Lewis, Bailiu, Ching Sian Ko, Reed, Mitchell, Bonemer, Gray, Quintero, Cohen, Crossland, Dickerson, Sailors, Brecht, and Owens. Right. This next one, I gotta do a quick lookup because dream draft pick. So I am not. Someone will have to tell me how rare this is, but we have a Dan Marino dream draft pick card in our box. Doesn't look like Beckett lists the odds for those ones, but it's a 1-card set. That one's going to the Royals, which is Chubby Taco. If someone tells me that it's rare, I will sleeve it up and put it on the stand. We have a Leo DeVries Axis insert, J.D. Thompson, Bowman Chrome first, J.B. Middleton, Riley Quick, Brady Ebel, Adonis Guzman, Jamie Arnold, Dean Livingston, Dean Moss, Malachi Witherspoon, Brady Compton. And then into the refractors, we've got Jack Gurovich, George Lombard Jr., Nolan Schubart, and Cash Mayfield. Pratt, Morrison, Norrie, Jacobs, Weidman, Valdez, Walton, Clark, Morris, Flores, Farmello, McConaughey, Nimala, Young, Youngerman, Obermueller, Condon, Neville, Castillo, White, Gurovich, Lombard Jr., Schubart, Mayfield, Lorenzo, Moss, Briseño, Witherspoon, Thomas, Walcott, Peters, Morales, Quinn, Yannick, Caldwell, Ebel, Guzman, Arnold, and Fouch for the paper. Our inserts, we've got a Connor Griffin prized prospect insert. And then onto the Bowman Chrome first, we've got an Aaron Walton, a Mason Morris, a Kason Cunningham, Josiah Hartshorn, Steele Hall, Aaron Watson, Caden Bodine, Cameron Nelson, Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg, Seth Hernandez, Pico Cone, and then our next autograph is a Kyson Witherspoon base auto. Kyson is the 15th overall draft pick for the Boston Red Sox, round 1. Red Sox are going to Beach Strat. Then our refractors are JT Quinn, Walker Janik, JD Thompson, and Alfredo Duno. We are halfway through this stack, through this box. Okay. All right. Tibbs, Voigt, Troy, Forbes, Taylor, Bradfield Jr., Carmichael, Jenkins, Frey, Caminetti, Oliveto, Lugo, Fian, Willits, Gray, Reimer, Harmon, Made, Lampkin, Moore, Lodice, Sirota, Curley, McGonigal, Richie, Gamble, LaCourse, Wing, Thompson, Duno, Middleton, Maury, Quick, Doyle, Kusau, Williams, Salas, and Ayenson. That does it for the paper prospects, or paper cards. We have a Brady Ebel in Bowman in Action insert for the Brewers, followed by a Eli Willits Prize Prospects. That is the base version of that insert. And then Bowman First Chromes, Dominic Fritton, Briggs McKenzie, AJ Russell, Mitch Voigt, Tayton Gray, Landon Harmon. Okay, 1 in 172 packs for the Dan Marino. So I'll sleeve that one up and pop it up there. Jesus May, Justin Lampkin, Nate Snead, and then another auto. Sorry, 1 in 725 packs. So our next auto is a Mason Morris refractor auto out of 499. This one, let's see, Mason Morris was the 83rd overall, round 3 draft pick for the Cincinnati Reds, going to Longhair Kirk, along with another Mason Neville. And let's go ahead and sleeve up Mr. Marino. Right, refractors, Brian Curley, Spencer Jones, Antonio Jimenez, and Josuar Gonzalez. Thank you, SMH, for grabbing those odds for me. Okay, Turley, Nayans, Fisher, Escobar, Elwanger, Celestin, Killen, Lays, Wood, Davis, Davilan, Ricardo, Sneed, Sloan, Yeaman, Lombardi, Bazana, Watson, Arias, Bodine, Hammond, Richardson, Petrie, George, Zirwa, Cunningham, Hartshorn, Hall, Gray, Mitchell, Pena, Millar, Griffin, Kelly, Wetterholt, and then right behind that we've got this is I forget the exact name of the parallel, but it's like their pressed steel one. It's got a steel design on the background. This one is out of number 25 out of 100, so it looks like it is a number match for Jacob Raymar. He was the 119th overall pick for the New York Mets. It's a round 4 selection. New York Mets are going to Scapo. Oh, that does not... he's very blocked. Thought it might be cool. It's not very cool. All right, JJ Weatherholt for the Axis card. Steel Metal is the parallel. Once again, thank you, Steven. And then a Alfredo Duno, Sky Blue. This one is out of 499. Going to the Reds, which again is Kirk. All right, now on to the Chrome firsts. Patrick Forbes, Gavin Turley, Xavier Nayans, Caleb Wing, JoJo Parker, Aiden West, Devin Taylor, Colin Yeaman, Billy Carlson, Tim Piacenten, Ike Irish, Cameron Maldonado, Dax Kilby, and Ryan Waldschmidt is not a first. Okay. Refractors, we have Colin Yeaman, Carlos LaGrange, Billy Carlson, and Tim Piacenten. Do gotta say one. I do love cleaning up after Bowman Chrome. Makes it very easy with so few packs. All right, paper prospects: Stafura, Fritton, Sikora, McKenzie, Tate, West, Taylor, Bradfield, Wiggins, Shores, Caminetti, Oliveto, Kent, Level, Gray, Reimer, Melendez, Moore, Lodice, Sirota, Compton, Ritchie, Gamble, LaCourse, Wing, Thompson, Duno, Middleton, Morey, Doyle, Cusao, Williams, Salas, Anson. And then to start our Chrome, we have a checkerboard refractor for Spencer Jones. That one is unnumbered. Behind that, we have a Mitch Voigt draft night insert for the Mets. A Jordan Yost speckle refractor. This one also appears to be unnumbered. This one is for Detroit. The Tigers are going to Electric Kool-Aid. The Yankees earlier are going to Harry Mann Runt. Billy Carlson, Axis insert, and then the Bowman Chrome firsts. CJ Gray, Ryan Mitchell, Murph Gray, Trevor Cohen, Brian Curley, Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, Josh Hammond, Matthew Fisher, Ethan Petrie, Joseph Dzirwa, and then the refractors are Kane Kepley, Braden Montgomery, Ethan Hedges, and Thomas White. All right, paper prospects: Parker, Phillips, Muira, Episcope, Southseen, Dickerson, Cook, Pena, White, Becker, Smith, Franklin, Mitchell, LaGrange, Carlson, Piacenten, Irish, Maldonado, Nelson, Witherspoon, Essenberg, Hernandez, Lewis, Bellew, Coe, Reed, Reggio, Bonemer, Gray, Quintero, Cohen, Benj, Crossland, Dickerson, Sailors, Brecht, and Owens. Following up with our Chrome cards, we have a who is this? Gavin Feen, Texas Rangers draft night insert. Then a Shotaro Mori prized prospects insert for Oakland. And then the Bowman Chrome firsts: Easton Carmichael, Ethan Frey, James Elwanger, Gavin Killen, Sean Epscope, Kane Kepley, Ethan Hedges, Jack Gurovich, Nolan Schubert, and then our last auto of the box is Aaron Watson of the Cincinnati Reds. Going hard on Reds autos. This box is. This one is going once again to Longhair Kirk. 51st overall with the Reds. And our refractors are Miguel Simmons Jr., Sebastian Walcott, Mason Peters, and Yohandre Morales. All right, last half pack of the box. Another one. Dang. Okay. All right, paper. We've got Conrad, Harvey, Bremer, Selena, Slawinski, Cody Miller, Aiden Miller, Vitorek, Jordan, Hughes, Cunningham, Hodge, Rodriguez, Kilby, Waldschmidt, Barr, Anderson, Cohn, Yost, Kepley, Montgomery, Hedges, Bowker, DeVries, Monroe, Gillen, Livingston, Curley, Jones, Jimenez, Gonzalez, Simi Jr., Culpepper, Fleming, Rojas, Root, and Dix. And then, once again, this one going to DMX. We have ourselves an Eli Willits Prize Prospects insert. This one, however, is green and numbered out of 99. I have no clue what the going rate is on those. But DMX, if you would like me to fast ship these or get them on eBay ASAP, let me know. I'm happy to try and capitalize on early prospect hype, early release hype, and maximize whatever you're trying to get out of this. All right, Quentin Young, Axis insert. The Chrome firsts, we have Tate Southscene, Corbin Dickerson, Jake Cook, Cody Miller, Landon Vitorek, Ryan Weidman, Gustavo Melendez, Kyle Lodice, Dean Curley, Michael Lombardi, and that is it on those base firsts. And our refractors are Ike Irish, Cameron Maldonado, Dax Kilby, and Ryan Waldschmidt. All right, let's do a quick review of box number 1, and then we are going to go ahead and take a short break while I get everything lined up for the second half of the break. So that means I need to put away all these cards. I'm probably going to readjust this so that things are in the front so it's a little easier to see, and then we'll be set. All right. Kyson Witherspoon, base auto. Mason Morris, refractor auto. Aaron Watson, base auto. Josh Hartshorn, base auto. Dan Marino, I already forgot what it's called. Dream Draft Picks card. Gabe Davis out of 150. Jacob Raymar. The Gabe Davis is paper blue. A steel metal insert, or steel metal parallel of Jacob Raymar for the New York Mets. And then a double dose of Eli Willits Prize Prospects inserts, one that is numbered out of 250 and another numbered out of 99. And then a Mason Neville teal auto out of 199. All right, I'm going to throw this on mute. Probably take a couple of minutes to clean everything up and get set up for the second part. All right, thank you, everyone. Alright, we are back. Box number 2. Everybody's got a different team for the most part, except for those of you that were able to snag the same team in both drafts. Or in both rounds of the draft. Going to do the same thing that we did before and pull these giant packs out. Giant packs out, and then now we'll separate them out. Introduce a little, what's the line from The Dark Knight? Introducing a little chaos into our pack pulls. Seeing as we've been through a box, I'm going to do the same as what we have been doing. McKenzie, Kuroda Grauer, Russell, Tibbs, Dickerson, Cook, Pena, Miller, Smith, Franklin, Mitchell, Hughes, Piancentin, Irish, Maldonado, Kilby, Cone, Yost, Kepley, Montgomery, Hedges, Monroe, Gillen, Livingston, Lorenzo, Moss, Gonzalez, Simi Jr., Walcott, Peters, Morales, Caldwell, Ebel, Guzman, Arnold, Fouch, and somehow I pulled this out. Okay, this is, again, I'm not sure what the, this is Joshua Lugo. This is numbered out of 125. Looks like snakeskin or something like that. He was the Angels, it says as free agent, so I assume he was a international draft pick. Angels this go-round is Scapo. Alright, so here Hope with the Axis insert. JB Middleton for Chrome Bowman firsts. Riley Quick, Brady Ebel, Adonis Guzman, Jamie Arnold, Aqua Reptilian. Thank you again, Stephen. Christian Fouch, Liam Doyle, Cody Balker, Jake Monroe, Dean Livingston, Dean Moss, and looks like we are not getting an auto in this pack. For the Refractors, Ethan Petrie, Nate George, Joseph Zirwa, and Tyson Lewis. Okay, Nori, Jacobs, Stafura, Taylor, Bradfield Jr., Carmichael, Jenkins, Caminetti, Oliveto, Lugo, Fiend, Gray, Reimer, Harmon, Made, Sirota, Curley, McGonigal, Lombardi, Wing, Hammond, Richardson, Petrie, George, Quick, Cunningham, Hartshorns, Hall, Gray, Pena, Millar, Griffin, Kelly, and Weatherholt. Kicking off our Chrome, we have Tate Southacene for the draft night, followed by a Malcolm Moore. This is another Reptilian parallel. Looks like it's a magenta Reptilian. This one is numbered out of 199. Malcolm Moore was the 30th overall pick in round 1 for the Texas Rangers, going to my boys 77. Fuchsia Reptilian, not magenta. I apologize. Gavin Killen, access card. And then a Grant Richardson Sky Blue out of 499 going to the Oakland Athletics. This one is Kayaking Santa this go-around. 170th overall, round 6 of the 2025 draft for the Oakland A's. Getting us going with our Chrome firsts, we've got Tyler Bremner, Michael Selena, Johnny Slowinski, Jacob Morrison, Ben Jacobs, Dominic Fritton, Michael Oliveto, Gavin Fiend, Matt Barr, Cade Anderson, Sean Youngerman, Cade Obermuller, and Dean Curley is the first of our refractors. Kevin McGonigal, Michael Lombardi, and Travis Bazzana. Hey. Slawinski, Pratt, Morrison, Norrie, Carmichael, Jenkins, Frey, Escobar, Lugo, Fiend, Willits, Lays, Harmon, Maid, Lampkin, Ricardo, Lombardi, Bazzana, Watson, Arias, George, Zirwa, Lewis, Bellew, Coe, Gray, Mitchell, Bonemer, Gray, Quintero, Crossland, Dickerson, Sailors, Brecht, and Owens for the paper. Then we've got ourselves a Cade Anderson, draft pick 2025, followed by a Jamie Arnold green reptilian insert. This one is out of 99. Jamie Arnold, of course, was the 11th overall pick in the draft this past year. I believe there was talk of him going in the top 5. If Cade Anderson hadn't fallen to the Mariners, there was a lot of talk that the Mariners might take Jamie Arnold. Athletics are going to Kayaking Santa. This is the reptile box. JoJo Parker, Axis insert. And then our Bowman Chrome cards are, or Bowman first are Murph Gray, Trevor Cohen, Brian Curley, Antonio Jimenez, Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg, Seth Hernandez, Pico Cone, Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, Josh Hammond, and Matthew Fisher. Followed by our refractors, Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, Josh Hammond, and Matthew Fisher. That was a familiar pattern of cards. Okay. Paper prospects: Fritton, Sikora, McKenzie, Kuroda Grauer, Frey, Escobar, Elwanger, Celestin, Killen, Willits, Lays, Wood, Davis, Davalan, Lampkin, Ricardo, Sneed, Sloan, Yeaman, Bazzana, Watson, Arias, Bodine, Nelson, Zirwa, Lewis, Bellew, Coe, Mitchell, Bonemer, Gray, Quintero, Cohen, Crossland, Dickerson, Sailors, Brecht, and Owens. For our inserts, we have a Andrew Salas in action insert, followed by a Brady Ebel prize prospects. So those are going to the Marlins and the Brewers, respectively. So I have the Brewers, and the Marlins are going to Beathor. Right. Chrome prospects. Chrome firsts. Briggs McKenzie, AJ Russell, Mitch Voigt, Patrick Forbes, Mason Neville, Caden Kent, Tatum Gray, Landon Harmon, and here is our first auto of the box. It is a Nick Becker base auto for the Seattle Mariners. Seattle Mariners are going to Woody this go around. Nick Becker was the 57th overall pick for the Mariners in round 2. He signs his name with an N-line, B-line. All right, our refractor autos. Anthony Ayenson, Elian Pena, Cameron Millar, and Connor Griffin. Okay, paper prospects: Russell, Tibbs, Voigt, Troy, Epscope, Southsane, Dickerson, Cook, White, Becker, Smith, Franklin, LaGrange, Carlson, Piacenton, Irish, Weatherspoon, Witherspoon, Essenberg, Hernandez, Cone, Yost, Reed, Reggio, Boeker, DeVries, Monroe, Binge, Curley, Jones, Jimenez, Gonzalez, Culpepper, Fleming, Rojas, Root, and Dix. Next one, we have a yellow Reptilian. This one is Matthew Miura of the St. Louis Cardinals. He was the 180th overall pick in round 6 for the Cards. And the St. Louis Cardinals are going to Cardinals 1392. Shotaro Mori with the Axis insert. And then Chrome Firsts, Gavin Turley, Xavier Nayans, Caleb Wing, JoJo Parker, Aiden West, Devin Taylor, Easton Carmichael, Justin Lambkin, Nate Snead, Colin Yeaman, Billy Carlson, Tim Piacentin. And then our refractors are Aaron Watson, Franklin Arias, Caden Bodine, and Cameron Nelson. All right, we are halfway through with 4 autos still to go. Paper prospects. Harvey, Bremner, Selena, Morris, Tate, West, Taylor, Bradfield, Young, Wiggins, Shores, Caminetti, Oliveto, Castillo, Kent, Level, Gray, Reimer, Moore, Lodi, Sirota, Curley, McGonigal, LaCourse, Wing, Hammond, Richardson, Petrie, Maury, Quick, Cunningham, Hartshorn, Hall, Pena, Millar, Griffin, Kelly, and Weatherholt. Then we have a prize prospects card of Dax Kilby for the New York Yankees. And a J.D. Thompson, Sky Blue, paper card out of 499. He was the 59th overall pick of the Brewers. That one is going to me. New York Yankees are going to Birdsman. All right. Chrome Firsts, Mason Morris, Kason Cunningham, Josiah Hartshorn, Steele Hall, C.J. Gray, Ryan Mitchell, Dean Curley, Michael Lombardi, Aaron Watson, Caden Bodine, and Cameron Nelson. And then our next auto is a Tim Piacentin auto. Base is the 143rd overall pick for the Toronto Blue Jays in round 5. So, Blue Jays are going to E. Sherman. Escherman for those. For everyone else. All right. Refractors. Nolan Sailors, Brody Brecht, Josh Owens, and Kalen Culpepper. What do you think? Are we getting any more Reptilian cards? Okay, paper prospects. Forbes, Turley, Nayans, Fisher, Pena, Miller, Vitorek, Jordan, Mitchell, Hughes, Cunningham, Hodge, Rodriguez, Maldonado, Kilby, Waldschmidt, Barr, Anderson, Kepley, Montgomery, Hedges, White, Gillen, Livingston, Lorenzo, Moss, Bersenio, Semi Jr., Walcott, Peters, Morales, Quinn, Caldwell, Ebel, Guzman, Arnold, and Fouch. Then we have a Xavier Nayans draft night card for the Astros. A Billy Carlson prize prospects for the White Sox. Astros and White Sox are iFont 24 for the Astros and Roscoe for the White Sox. Okay, Chrome Firsts. Ethan Frey, James Ellwanger, Gavin Killen, Sean Episcope, Tate Southscene, Corbin Dickerson, Ike Irish, Cameron Maldonado, Dax Kilby, Kane Kepley, Ethan Hedges, and then our next auto is Johnny Slowinski Bowman first. This is a base auto for the Los Angeles Angels. LA Angels are going to Scapo this go-round. He was the 79th overall pick in the draft, going in the 3rd round. Let me find a clean one of these mailer envelopes. There you go. And our refractors are Riley Kelly, J.J. Wetterhold, Cade Crossland, and Luke Dickerson. Fairly certain this is going to be an auto-less pack. Okay, paper. Parker, Phillips, Muira, Conrad, Weidman, Valdez, Walton, Clark, Flores, Farmello, McConaughey, Nimala, Youngerman, Obermuller, Condon, Neville, Gurovich, Lombard, Schubert, Mayfield, Melendez, Witherspoon, Thomas, Compton, Ritchie, Gamble, Yannick, Thompson, Duno, Middleton, Doyle, Kusau, Williams, Salas, and Ayenson. We have a Jackson Wiggins checkerboard refractor for the Cubs. Cubs are going to Waco Willie. Then we have a Connor Essenberg. This is like an Aqua Wave out of 125. Essenberg is the 5th round pick of the Braves. Number 157. Braves are going to 2-ply. All right, Case and Cunningham Axis insert, and now we are getting our Bowman first chromes. Jake Cook, Cody Miller, Landon Vitorek, Ryan Weidman, Aaron Walton, Jack Gurovich, Nolan Schubart, Gustavo Melendez, Kyle Lodice, and that is it. Our refractors are Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg, Seth Hernandez, and Pico Cone. Okay, that means we have autos in our last 2 packs. Paper prospects: Jacobs, Stafura, Fritton, Sikora, Elwanger, Celestin, Killen, Episcope, Southsign, Wood, Davis, Davilan, White, Becker, Sneed, Sloan, Yeaman, LaGrange, Carlson, Bodine, Nelson, Witherspoon, Essenberg, Hernandez, Reed, Reggio, Boker, DeVries, Cohen, Benj, Curly Jones, Jimenez, Culpepper, Fleming, Rojas, Root, and JD Dix. Followed by a Josh Hammond Bowman in action for the Kansas City Royals. Royals are going to Electric Kool-Aid. And a Kevin McGonigal prize prospects for Detroit, going to the Thickness. All right, Bowman firsts, Chrome, Miguel Simi Jr., Mason Peters, JT Quinn, JD Thompson, Ethan Petrie, Joseph Zirwa, Max Bellew, and Dominic Reed. And then our auto is a Cubs player. That will be Josiah Hartshorn. This is a refractor auto. Cubs are going to Waco Willie. So this one's numbered out of 499. Hartshorn was the 6th round pick of the Cubs this year, or I guess last year. And our refractors are Cooper Fleming, Jefferson Rojas, Zach Root, and JD Dix. Last pack. Let's open for some last pack magic. All right. But first, the paper. Selena, Slowinski, Pratt, Morrison, Walton, Clark, Morris, Tate, West, McConaughey, Nimala, Young, Wiggins, Shores, Condon, Neville, Castillo, Kent, Level, Schubert, Mayfield, Melendez, Moore, Lodice, Thomas, Compton, Ritchie, Gamble, LaCourse, Yannick, Thompson, Duno, Middleton, Morey, Doyle, Cusau, Williams, Salas, and Anson. Inserts. We have a George Lombard prize prospects for the Yankees. And then we are going straight into our Bowman firsts for the Chrome. Cooper Fleming, Zach Root, Marcus Phillips, Matthew Mura, Ethan Conrad, Ty Harvey, Joshua Flores, Mason McConaughey, Quentin Young, Chase Shores, and now we're got our last auto. It is going to San Diego. It is Ryan Weidman, base auto. San Diego Padres are going to Maiden, 75. And to round it out, our refractors are Liam Doyle, Peter Cusau, Max Williams, and Andrew Salas. Alrighty, let's do a quick recap, and we'll wind down. Okay. We have a Malcolm Moore Fuchsia Reptilian out of 199, a Josua Lugo Aqua Reptilian out of 125, Connor Essenberg Aqua Wave out of 125, a Jamie Arnold Green Reptilian out of 99, a Matthew Mura Yellow Reptilian out of 75, a Nick Becker base auto, a Tim Piacentin base auto, a Johnny Slowinski base auto, a Ryan Weidman base auto, and a Josiah Hartshorn refractor auto out of 499. Everybody, thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next break. Have a good one. Bye.